Today, we are going to talk about one of the most anticipated AI models of all time, the GPT-4. If you're interested in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the future of technology, then you have come to the right place. In this video, we will explore the facts, rumors, and expectations surrounding the next generation AI model GPT-4. What is GPT? Before we dive into the details, let's discuss what GPT is. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, and it is an AI model that is trained on vast amounts of data available on the internet. GPT is designed to generate human-like text and provide on-demand intelligence for various applications such as questions and answers, text summarization, translation, code generation, and much more. Some even believe that GPT or a similar AI model can replace Google. The GPT-4 model size. Now, let's talk about the GPT-4 model size. The number of parameters that an AI model has is a commonly used metric for performance. And since 2018, OpenAI has followed the bigger the better strategy. GPT-1 had 117 million parameters, GPT-2 had 1.2 billion parameters, and GPT-3 raised the number even further to 175 billion parameters. It means that the GPT-3 model has 100 times more parameters than GPT-2, and it is a very large model size. According to Andrew Feldman, founder and CEO of Cerebras, a company that partners with OpenAI to train the GPT model, GPT-4 will be about 100 trillion parameters. If GPT-4 will have 100 trillion parameters, it will match the human brain in terms of parameters. This is a low estimate for the number of neural connections in the human brain, which is exciting news for the AI enthusiasts. Model size versus performance. However, model size is not directly related to the quality of the outcome it produces. The number of parameters does not necessarily correlate with the performance that an AI model has. It is only one factor that impacts the model performance. Right now, we have much larger AI models than GPT-3, but they aren't the best in terms of performance. For example, Megatron Turing NLG, built by NVIDIA and Microsoft, has more than 500 billion parameters, and it's the largest model right now. But despite that, MTNLG isn't the best in terms of performance. The smaller model can reach high performance levels. Also, the larger model, the more expensive it is to fine tune it. GPT-3 was hard enough and expensive enough to train, but if you increase the model size by 100 times, it will be extremely expensive in terms of computational power and the amount of training data required for the model. What can we expect from GPT-4? So, what can we expect from GPT-4? Firstly, there is a low chance that OpenAI will have 100 trillion parameters in GPT-4 because just increasing the number of training parameters won't cause any drastic improvement if training data is also not increased proportionally. Large models are often unoptimized. It is very expensive to train the model, and often companies have to make a trade between the AI model accuracy and the cost of training. For example, GPT-3 was trained only once, and despite the errors in the AI model, OpenAI was not able to train the model again due to unaffordable costs. However, OpenAI will likely focus on the quality of the model itself. Rumors. Alright, let's move on to some exciting rumors surrounding the GPT-4. Rumor number 1, GPT-4 will have an unprecedented level of understanding. One of the biggest criticisms of GPT-3 was its lack of true understanding. Although it could generate impressive text, it had no comprehension of the meaning behind the words. However, rumors suggest that GPT-4 will be different. It is speculated that GPT-4 will use a technique called unsupervised learning, which will allow it to understand the concepts and relationships between words. This means that it will be able to comprehend the meaning behind the words and phrases, allowing for more intelligent and nuanced text generation. Rumor number 2, GPT-4 will revolutionize language learning. Another rumor surrounding GPT-4 is its potential to revolutionize language learning. As GPT-4 will be able to understand language at a much deeper level, it is speculated that it will be able to assist language learners in a more effective way than ever before. For example, GPT-4 could generate personalized exercises that cater to the specific needs of a language learner. Additionally, it could provide real time feedback on a learner's language usage, helping them to improve their speaking and writing skills in a more interactive and engaging way. Rumor number 3, GPT-4 will help solve some of the world's biggest problems. Finally, some rumors suggest that GPT-4 will be able to help solve some of the world's biggest problems. For example, it is speculated that GPT-4 could be used to analyze vast amounts of data and identify patterns that could help scientists to better understand the climate change, disease outbreak, and much more. Additionally, GPT-4 could be used to generate more accurate and insightful predictions about the future, helping businesses and governments to make better decisions. Of course, these are all just rumors, and we won't know for sure what GPT-4 will be capable of until it is released. However, one thing is certain, GPT-4 is sure to be an exciting development in the world of artificial intelligence, and we cannot wait to see what it will bring for us. In conclusion, GPT-4 is one of the most anticipated AI models, and it is expected to take the AI model to the next level. While the specifics of the model are still unknown, it is exciting to speculate on what GPT-4 could bring to the table. Thank you for watching today's video and be sure to stay tuned for more updates on GPT-4.